All right, what's going on? What's going on, everybody? I'm glad to see you guys here. We have a show available for you today on this show of Cash Flow Chronicles, where we do one thing here, and that's teach you how to get cash flow. Did y'all hear my voice crack when I did that? I don't know what's wrong with my voice, but let's see if I can do it again. Cash flow. There it is right there, right? We teach you how to get that money, that mean green, that money right here. And today's show is a really special show because this is the time of the year where we actually talk about how I was able to take $300 and build an empire of over $15 million in real estate. And I'm going to be showing you tonight, I'm going to be showing you today on this broadcast how to take $500 and make $100,000 every single time. So you want to stay right here, stay glued here, share this out. If you guys are on Facebook, if you're on Instagram, I don't know how you share it. I don't know what you do. But what's going on, Hood Free? I don't know what you do on Instagram. I'm not an Instagram person, right? But share it out, like it, whatever you got to do, right? And then if you're on Facebook, share it out, like it, guys. And if you're on one of the apps, the more you like, the better. I guess the better it shares on other people's things, on other people's channels or whatever it is. Good evening, Ava. Good to see you. So that is something that you want to be a part of. Well, we want to actually help you. I ask you to be a part of that by sharing this out. Give it a thumbs up on YouTube. You there and leave some comments, please, so that we can actually begin to build our audience. All right. So tonight is an exceptional night because this is going to be content that we typically teach, in my $25,000 mentorships. And I did say $25,000. My $25,000 mentorships, and you guys are going to get it absolutely free. So y'all want to be here. Matter of fact, Ava's here right now. She's one of my mentees. So, and we have several of them, and I'm excited about that as well. All right. So I'm going to start off first by telling you some principles about money that I want to really start off with. And that is that I know that we have been taught a lot of things about money that are simply not true. Just not. And really quickly, I'm just going to go into some statistics to help you understand that if you do what everybody else has done and they have done what they have been taught, you will get the same results. And that is retire trying to find more supplemental income because you are BROKE. That is the truth, right? And ain't nobody here broke. Hola, what's going on, Facebook user? I don't see your name because you didn't give Restream the opportunity to what do I call it? The opportunity to share your credentials with me. But if you go to Restream or Facebook, and I don't know how you do it, honestly. Google it, right? You got to give Restream permission to talk to Facebook on your behalf. So if you guys can do that, that'd be great as well. But I do want to call you out. If you are here and you leave a comment, I do want to be able to call you out and say something to you on these channels. All right. Grand evening, Hood Free. All right, so let's get to the money, right? So, for example, I was talking about some of the statistics that absolutely exist. Guys, I just had some coffee, so I'm kind of talking kind of quick. Let me slow down. All right. So when we start talking about, Rashida said, "Hola." Was that you the first time that said it? All right. When we begin to talk about money, we have been taught a lot of principles that simply don't work. And if you guys are listening, I want you to put this in the chat. I don't care if you're on Facebook. I don't care if you're on Instagram. I don't care if you're on YouTube. I want you to put that wealth, love, speed. Put that in the chat. Wealth loves speed. What's going on, Maria? Maria, what's going on, girl? All right. Wealth, love, speed. All right. So, since wealth loves speed, please understand that your life is a race. What's going on, Brittany? What's your life is a race against the clock. Say it again. Your life is a race against the clock. You only have so much time to build wealth. And if you do it the way you have been taught, and that is to go to school, get a good job, or go to school, get a good education, go to college, get a good job, and then invest for 40, 50 years. And then when the time you're 65, you might have $1 million or $1.5 million. And most people are not following the plan of investing like $1,000 a month every single month. Then you have $1 million by the time you're 65 over 40 years. Is crazy. That is the dumbest plan ever. Number one, because it doesn't work. Number two, because everybody that follows it is BROKE by the time it finishes. Number three, most people don't invest or cannot afford to invest $1,000 a month like they tell you do. Number four, it doesn't work because over your lifespan, that compound interest is racing. I mean, that compound interest is working in a slow method, not in a fast method. And the slow method gives you what I call wheelchair wealth. Right? What is wheelchair wealth? Wheelchair wealth is like, I finally made it. I finally got $1 million. By the time let's just say you got it, even though you didn't. But let's say you got it. But you're 67 and a half. Like you're 62 and a half, 65, 67 by the time you retire, depending on what age you are, right? To get in order to get your full Social Security. What you gonna do? Can you climb the Alps? Can you go jet skiing? You're almost 70, man. Can you go jet skiing? Can you go all the adventurous things that you want to do and you always wanted to do in life when you're finally retiring? Is that wheelchair wealth something that you want to have in your life? Or would you like to have wealth while you're young and you can still enjoy it? And that's why I say wealth loves speed. They have taught you compound interest. I'm telling you, compound interest is a slow lane to wealth. You do not want compound interest. What you want is multiplication of money. Somebody say, I love M&Ms, baby. What is M&Ms? My multiplication of money. I love me some M&Ms. What is that? My multiplication of money. I put $500 in, I get $100,000 out. I put $500 in, I get $100,000 out. If that ain't multiplication, guys, that's like the exponents. Remember when you guys learn, we learn like multiplication. We learn addition, subtraction, multiplication, and then division. And then we learn exponents. It's like, 3 to the third power is 9. 4 to the fourth power is 16. Like, wait, how is this? Like, what is going on? Right? Well, actually, 4 times 4. So 3 to the third power is, I don't even remember. All right, I believe it's 9. 3 to the second power. I'm anyway. Good evening, Harold. What's going on? I know I got to call you back. I did not call you back, but I got to call you back. All right. So either way I go, you want to be able to get your M&Ms, and that is that you want to multiply your money. And so what I want to show you today is how I've been able to multiply my money at a young age, build a real estate empire, and how you can too, if this is the vehicle for you. We're showing you literally how to take $500 and turn it into over $100,000. And the reason why is because if you follow the plan that everybody else in America follows, you're going to get the same result that everybody else in America is getting. And that is working 2 jobs after you retire, or going back to work after you retire, being the Walmart greeter, being the old woman and the waitress in the line, right? Then the old dude that's saying, welcome to Walmart, right? It's just not, and I shouldn't say that company's name. So I'm going to actually retract that. I don't know how to retract it. I don't know. Anyway, being the greeter, right? Whatever. You guys get my point. There has to be another way to build wealth. And when you look at every single person that you admire outside of entertainment, like when I say entertainment, that's basketball, that's singing, that's athleticism, right? That's dancing or acting. You look at every single person who's built wealth another way, they have done it by multiplication, not by compounding. I don't know anybody, and I'm just being honest, who was 35 years old or 40 years old and said, man, my mutual fund retired me. And that 401k, man, 40 years old, I'm done. 45 years old, I'm complete. Never have to do it again. Like, I don't never have to work again other than my life. It just don't happen. And you don't hear about it happening because it doesn't exist. How can I make my money make money for you? I don't know a better way other than real estate, because real estate is going to help me flip my money, baby. It's going to help me flip my money. All right. So I said, well, okay, but George, you said $500. Well, I have been going to what exists as a tax lien auction. I've been able to acquire properties for $500. If you guys were here yesterday, I brought up public record and showed you proof that I'm buying property for $500. You guys seen it over 150 times, just scrolling down, how many properties I've been able to buy. Now, complete transparency, you guys seen it yesterday. I did buy some properties for more than $500, but the majority of the properties I bought were $500, or let's say $1,000 or less. less than the price of your iPhone, less than the price of your Galaxy, less than the price of your computer, probably less than the price of your PlayStation with your games, probably less than the price of your red bottoms or your Coach purse, right? Like, and I'm buying an entire house. And so now I want to show you how you take that house and begin to work principles of wealth and be able to turn that $500 or that $1,000, whatever you, however much money you spend at a tax lien sale, and you actually flip your money. Are you guys ready? Get your notepad and pencil out because this is paid content typically. And I don't even know if I'm going to keep this up. Probably will because I'm trying to get my viewers up, my views up on YouTube. Just guys, we're trying to get this YouTube channel together. So I'm probably going to keep it up. I don't know. I'll talk to staff about it and we'll see. Gosh, Rashida, I forgot to do it again. So let me do it now. If y'all don't know, my videographer is like, George, I need you to record when you guys go live so that he can have footage that he can clip and make shorts and all that, reels and all that kind of stuff out of. And I just keep forgetting. So guys, you be 1 minute with me. Just let me go ahead and get that set up so I don't get in any more trouble than what I've already been getting into. They like, you make demands on us to get this stuff done, but then but you don't send us the stuff you need. I'm like, sorry, right? So all right, so we're going to all right, so it's recording now. All right, so thank you guys for being patient with me and waiting for me for a minute. All right, so let's go ahead and start now. How do I get a house for $500? That's probably one of the key phrases, and that's the beginning of it, right? Trying to make sure that I'm careful and not give y'all too much money. Look what she just said. All right, give y'all too much content. All right, y'all ready? One of the things that I do at an auction, because anybody can go to a tax lien auction. You can Google it and find out what a tax lien auction is. But knowing what to do, how to do it, when to do it, and where to do it, and how much to bid, and how much the rehab is, and is it a good investment, and what is my return, what are the rent rates, and all the other things that you need to know with the numbers, that's where the magic happens. Because if you go to a tax lien sale and you buy something and you don't know what you're doing, you can buy a liability. Trust me, I don't think I've done it. I may have, but I know some people, a lot of people who have done it, or I say people at the auction, like, man, don't buy that. Right. So, and we see it every auction, like, oh my God, they're gonna buy that. And then you see what they bid, and you're like, oh my God, they're gonna be sick. All right. So tax lien auction, guys, is simply this. It is an auction where the county is distressed because they need to raise money because people did not pay their property taxes and they can't meet budget. So in order to bring in millions of dollars, they have a tax sale and they sell you a lien or they sell you the deed to someone's house at that sale. If they sell you the lien, there's a redemption period of up to 4 years. Mine's 120 days. 120 days, but they have a redemption period, but it can be up to 4 years, depending on your state. Most states are, some states are, well, anyway, every state's different, right? If it's a deed or if it's a tax lien sale. At the end of that redemption period, then you will get the deed to the property if they have not paid you back plus the interest rate that state demands. Now, I'm not teaching tax lien sales here, so I'm not going to go into it. Guys, go back and watch one of the other videos there. What's going on, Mary? Blessings. I see what you're doing on Facebook, man. I'm so proud of you. I'm praying for you and your ministry, and that God just excel you and take you to higher heights and higher levels. I love what you're doing. I love you with the love of Christ, girl, too. All right. So that's how I've been able going to these tax lien sales, guys. This sale here that I'm about to tell you about today. Well, not today. I'm going to tell you about it, but we ain't gonna do it already. Come to the house party. That's where I'm really gonna start giving you dynamic information. Like, and I'll tell you, like, we doing it. I'll tell you about the house party in just a second. But we're having a house party. Y'all remember Kid and Play? Yeah. Never mind. Anyway, if y'all seen Kid and Play, you're too old. If you haven't, you're too young. So either way, house party, y'all. Anyway, never mind. All right, so I'm in one of them goofy moods. I don't know why, but that goofy spirit is on me. I accept it. I receive it. Right. Anyway, Back to the tax lien sale. We get a house for $500, and I've been able to do that over and over and over and over. My students have done it over 300 times, buying property for pennies on the dollars. Well, how are they doing it? They're going to tax lien sales. But guys, you have to know what property to pick. Dr. Jackson just dropped the link. If you guys want to come to the house party, it's absolutely free, and we're going to be giving you a whole lot more content than I'm going to give you publicly, and it's absolutely free. And we're going to talk about house party and little later on in this broadcast, but it is befreeuniversity.com/house party. That is befreeuniversity.com/house party. If you have not registered for that, I click on the wrong one. If you have not registered for that, you guys want to register, go here and you can register for the house party. It's absolutely free. We're going to be showing you how to register for this auction we're talking about. We're going to show you why you want to be registered for that auction and what you need to do. And it's all online. So you don't even have to come to Indiana. You can do the auction online, but you got to come to the house party. Boop. So party where we're going to show you how to get the house, baby. It's going to show you how you get the house, right? So that is something you want to do. All right. Now, how do you select a house? I want you guys to write this down. And it's so important to make this formula work. How do I take $500 and flip it into $100,000? Here it is. There's something in real estate called an ARV. Don't let the acronym scare you. It simply just means after repair value. That means if the house was 100% fixed up like all the other houses in the neighborhood, how much would it be worth? It must be or have an ARV of $100,000. You say, well, how do you know the ARV? Can't go into that right now, guys. It's just giving you the formula, right? You must have a $100,000 ARV. And the reason, what's going on, Aquanita or Aquanetta? It's one of them. Miss Barnes, what's going on, baby? Well, how do you find that out? The way you find, well, I'm not going to teach you how to find it out, but it needs to be worth at least $100,000. Why does it need to be worth $100,000? Because most banks will not loan to you if you do not have a house that's worth at least $100,000. If it's worth 80, 70, 60, banks be like, it's not even worth my time, man. Like, it's just not. And we don't want to use your money to fix this house. We want to use the bank's money. Somebody put bank's money in the chat. Why? Because we're going to multiply your money by using the bank's money. Put bank's money in the chat. What's going on, Darissa? Good to see you. Put bank's money in the chat, right? Because if you use your money, you're going to lower your liquidity, and you need to be as liquid as possible. People do not file bankruptcy because they have no assets. People file bankruptcy because they're not liquid. People that file bankruptcy got cars, they have houses, they have, or companies that file bankruptcy, they have buildings, they have vehicles, some of them have airplanes, they got computers, they got all of these assets, and they're still filing bankruptcy. They got inventory. Like, how did you file bankruptcy when you got 100 stores across the country, 200 stores across the country, and you got all of this money supposedly? Well, the reason why is because they have it in assets, not in liquidity. People, which means they cannot touch the money. So now they're having problems making payroll. They cannot touch the money. So now they cannot advertise the way they want to. They cannot touch the money. So now they cannot buy additional inventory, right? And because I'm not liquid, then they usually have to file bankruptcy. That is why people file bankruptcy. So I don't want you taking your money, fixing the house, because then you drop all your liquidity. You use the bank's money because they get paid to give you money. So you, in order to make this formula work, you say, well, George, I don't have the credit. And I know most people listening don't. It's okay. I'm teaching you, I'm going to teach you how. You don't have the credit to do it. Cool. But here's my question to you. If you got a house for $500 or $1,000 or $2,000, right? And it's worth $100,000. Do you think, and you got it, like it's your house. Do you think it's possible you can tell somebody, man, I got a $100,000 house, man, and I only paid $2,000 for it. I need to get this house fixed. You got some credit? We can partner together? Well, what's in it for me? Like, man, I give you 30%. You ain't got to do 50-50. 30% is amazing. Like, only thing I do is sign your name on the line? Do you think you can find a partner? This, I'm giving y'all game. Like, you have the asset. So what I want you guys to do is secure the asset. Then go find a credit partner. or you can find one on the front end. It's a little harder on the front end because most people think this is a scam. There's no way you're going to buy a property for $500 or $1,000 or $2,000 that's worth $100,000. Man, it's just not possible. It's not happening. So most people are like, nah, I'm good. But if you already got the house, now they're like, wait, you already got it? Like, yeah, I got the deed right here. Wait, what are you doing? Man, that don't make a difference. What I'm telling you is that, man, I got this game. I just need somebody to help me get this thing fixed up. I need a credit partner. Think 30%. Man, I'm in. Now you got a credit partner. So now you can still turn $500 or $1,000 into $100,000. Why? Because I got a credit partner. Guys, I'm giving you the game for free. I hope y'all hearing this. All right. So now, guys, by the way, if you're hearing this and you're liking what you're hearing, guys, give me some hearts. Give me some thumbs up. If you like what you're hearing, share this out. If you like what you're hearing, type on the screen so those hearts start going and other people can see this because we're literally trying to grow our channel. All right. So thank you for doing that for me. It's like free content, but it's paid content because I want you to pay for it by sharing. I want you to pay for it by tapping those hearts. I want you to pay for it by leaving some comments. I want you to pay for it by giving me a thumbs up. All right. What's going on, Chris? Good to see you. KRS, good to see you. All right. Thank you, Mary, for sharing. Matter of fact, guys, if you guys actually put on there that you shared, I'll go ahead and let you know that I'll go ahead and show it on the screen that Mary has shared this out for us. Thank you so much for sharing, Miss Mary. All right. So now you know how to acquire the asset. Now, here's where the math comes in. Are you ready? I hope you guys are ready. Here's where the math comes in. All right. So what I want to do, I've never done this before, so y'all be praying for a brother. All right. Let's see if this is going to work. Boom. All right. So that's one thing I got to do. We got to do a couple more things. So give me a second. Let's see here. All right. So it's already up there. How do I do this, God? Boom. Okay. We almost there. We almost there. We almost there. All right. We're just going to leave it like this. Let's see. Okay. All right. It don't make a difference. I'll leave it like that. All right. So we're just going to use the property for $500. All right. All right. So your property is purchased for $500. All right. I want you guys do the math with me. If I bought the property for $500, how much money do you have in the house? I want you guys to follow me. I'm looking at the chats. I want you guys to answer this question. What's going on, Miss Bonita? If you guys are following me, I want you guys to show me, to tell me, if I bought the property for $500, how much money do I have in the house? Hopefully, I know it's a delay. Hopefully, you guys say that I have out of my pocket in this house $500. All right. Then you come back and say, okay, how much is the house worth? Stay with me. We're gonna say the ARV stands for what? After repair value, right? The after repair value is at least $100,000. How much money do you still have in this house? Hopefully, you guys said I still have $500 in the house. All right. But this house is not worth $100,000 right now. It's the ARV. It's not worth it yet, right? It's still worth the as is price for when you bought it for, when you bought it. All right. Hopefully, we can get rid of that. All right. So, how do I then make sure that I can turn this into a $100,000 property? We're going to use the bank loan for renovation. Let's just say the bank says, out of $100,000 house, George, I'll give you, well, they'll give me probably $70,000 to fix it up, do 100% of my financing. All right. But it don't take $70,000 to fix this property. Let's say it's going to take $40,000 to fix this property, right? It's going to take me $40,000 to fix this property. Here's my question. The bank got you a loan for $40,000. You used it, you fixed up the house. How much money do you have in the house? Stay with me. How much money do you have in this house? Okay. All right. I know there's a delay, so I'm not going to stay here. Hopefully, you said $500. Hopefully, you said, why want this thing right? What's wrong with this thing? $500. All right. Because the only amount of money you have out of your pocket is this. This is the bank's money. That's the bank's money. It's not your money. But now I've spent $500 and now I have $100,000 house. The bank gave me the $40,000, but we're still not done. Stay with me. You're not done yet. Because I have a loan for $40,000. So I have $60,000 in what they call equity. Guys, let me tell y'all this, and don't beat me up for saying it, but it is definitely how I feel. Give me 1 second. Right? Y'all ready for this? Y'all ain't gonna like it, but it's just the truth. Equity is not money. Say it again. Equity is not money. Money is only things that I can touch. I can't touch equity. I can't spend equity. Can't do anything with equity. It sounds good to say, oh, I got $300,000 in equity in my house. Hear me and hear me well. Listen to me very well. Equity is ignorant. Say it again. Equity is ignorant. I just thought of that too. I kind of like it. Equity is ignorant. Why? Why in the world would I have money or potential money stuck in a house that I cannot touch? I cannot spend. It cannot work for me. It's not doing anything for me, but actually giving me bragging rights that is there and is not there. It's not there. If you can't spend it, oops. If you can't spend it, it ain't there. Are y'all picking up what I'm putting down? Right? Ava just put it in the thing. I'm gonna put it on the thing, right? You gotta qualify for your own equity. Now, how stupid is your money? It's always your money. You got $300,000 in equity. Great. Okay, let me have it. Oh, you don't qualify to get it. What? But it's mine, right? Yeah, but you're retired now and your income is not what it used to be, and your debt to income ratio is a little too high. Sorry. Equity is ignorant. So, if equity is ignorant, then how do we fix this problem? We fix this problem. Well, my iPad then went out. Hold on. We fix this problem by taking my $60,000 out the house. Y'all still with me? I want to turn this equity into money because this is not making me any money. It's just giving me bragging rights and what we call net worth. Guys, I'm going to share something. I'm going to be very transparent here for a minute. Right? I want you guys to hear me because I want you guys to know that I don't mean anything but good by people. All right? Net worth is nonsense. I'm just coming up with these off the top of my head, right? Net worth is nonsense. She's like, oh, everybody's like, what's your net worth? Ooh, what's your net worth? Ooh, what's your net worth? Ooh, net worth is nonsense. There are a lot of people with a high net worth that are broke. Broke. Net worth is stupid. So they say, well, how is that, George? I never heard that before, because everything they told you about money is not true. They have lied to you your entire life about money. So they say, wealthy people, rich, poor people look at money, but rich people look at net worth. You lie. You a lie. They don't look at your net worth, bro. No. No. Let me tell you why. You guys ready? Because you can have a lot of money locked up in assets and still have no liquidity. You know how I know? Remember, I just told you I was going to be transparent with you. You know how I know? I was that guy. I started off not following the formula that's here. I started off by doing it the debt-free way. So I was taking my money, putting it into these houses, renovating them, and I got $40,000 in a house, $50,000 in a house, $60,000 in a house, and I'm renting them out, and I'm only getting $1,000 a month. So it takes me 60 months to get my money back, 70 months to get my money back. But I got $60,000 over here, $70,000 over here, $50,000 over here, and I looked up, I spent $400,000 or $500,000 or $600,000 fixing properties, and it's like, oh, it's cool. I got 10 properties. I fixed all 10 at $40,000 a piece. I got $400,000 in the properties, but these properties are worth $1 million. It's cool. I'm great. 10 properties worth $1 million. I spent $400,000. I got $600,000 in equity, but I had no money in the bank. But I'm a millionaire. Listen, I spent all my money trying to do rehabs. It's like, oh, it's okay. We're going to get it back in rents. But the rent was coming in slow. And all the risk was on me, not on the bank. But my net worth said I was over $1 million. Hear me. I was a millionaire and broke. Matter of fact, I had over $10 million in assets and was broke. Trying to do it the debt-free way, drawing up all my liquidity. So when I tell you this, I'm not telling you something that I read in a book. I'm teaching you something that I've lived. I've counseled people who've been through the same thing. Liquidity is key. You're a millionaire on paper. That's exactly what it is, Miss Ava. You're a millionaire on paper. A millionaire on paper don't count because you can't touch it. It only counts if you can touch it. If I can spend it, if I can invest it. This is why the IRS does not count unrealized gains. Now, that's a whole other thing Dr. Jackson's going to come next week and talk to you about, right? But they won't tax unrealized gains. Why? Because you can't touch it. The moment you touch it, you get taxed on it because it's not realized. I know. All right. There's a reason for that. So now let's talk about, so now that you understand that net worth is nonsense, it's all about how, guys, say, next time you have a conversation with somebody, say, I'm a millionaire. Say, how liquid are you? And watch that whole, yeah. What? Okay, great. You're a millionaire. Great. How liquid are you? That's the conversation you want to have. The only thing that saved me is that I had good credit and I started refinancing these properties. If I could not have refinanced these properties and sold some of these properties, I would have been up the wall. I would have been in trouble because I spent a whole lot of money, drew up my savings, drew up my investments, drew up everything, thinking I knew what I was doing. Like, yeah, I'm a millionaire, but I had no money in the bank. All right, let's keep going. Don't make the same mistake I did. That's why I'm trying, guys. That's why I'm here, right? I want you guys not to make the same mistake. And trust me, people make them every single day. All right, because people don't know no better. So let's go. So you take your money out because why? I want to be liquid. I want to be liquid. All right. So the bank says, hey, George, you bought a house. Let's do this right quick. You bought a house. Look like a jail cell. I can't draw, right? It don't look like bars on windows. Wait a minute, what's going on there? All right. So, I was trying to draw them little grid things to be on the windows. Let's see if I can do it again. Hold up. I was trying to. I can't make it look like a jail cell, y'all. Just that don't look good. So let's do it like this. I think it's like this now. Oh, that really looks like a jail cell. All right, we'll just put the window up there. All right, I ain't gonna spend too much time on that, right? Y'all got to show me how to do it because I don't know how to do it. All right. So anyway, you got a house, but inside of this house, you guys, there is 60. Oh, there is $60,000 stuck in this house. Now, where did I get the 60 from? Let me show you. It's worth $100,000. You have a loan for $40,000. That's what fixed it up. So you have 100 minus 40 is $60,000. Here's my question to you still. Again, how much money do you have in the house? Not stuck in the house. How much money did you put in the house? Out of your pocket, you only put $500 out of your pocket. So right now, you've turned $500 into $60,000. But you can't touch it because it's stuck in the house. But are you happy with turning $500 into $60,000? Now, I'm going to wait for the delay on this. I need you guys to put yes or no. Are you happy with turning $500 into $60,000? According to this example, are you happy? I need to see this, right? So I need you guys to put a yes or no in the chat. It's an illusion. You fully agree? Thank you, Sir Skirt, right? Are you happy? Ava said yes. Are you guys happy? You turned $500 into $60,000. Are you happy? Somebody say yes or no. Darissa said yes. I'm looking over here on Instagram. I don't see anybody yet. Guys, are you happy? You turned $500 into $60,000. Are you happy? I need you to put yes or no. Shantae said yes. And the answer is a fat, if I can get the pen to work, no. You're not happy. Why? Because I got $60,000 stuck in the house. I can't touch it. It's stuck in the house. Thank you, Miss Bonita. It's stuck in the house. I can't touch it. It's net worth. But net worth got me a fat broke. I have no money. I have no money. So now I got to see, how do I get my money out of this house? Guys, I hope y'all listening. This is why I will never, ever, ever pay off my houses. I will have a loans on my properties until the day I die. I'm still tripping. I just got the house for $500. Yeah. But you got to turn it into an asset. Guys, it's only an asset if it makes you money. All right. So now, okay, how do I do that? So I got this house here, right? Looks like an old man. That look like an old man, right? No, let me see. Look like a robot. Oh no, let me stop. All right. So come on. So I got this house here, right? I got $100,000 stuck in this house. I'm sorry. I got $60,000 stuck in this house. Right. So this is what the bank says. The bank says, George, since it's worth $100,000, I think it's trying to die. Since this house is worth $100,000, we'll loan you up to 70% of the value of the house. Actually, 75%, excuse me. Up to 75% of the value of the house. Right? So now they'll give me $75,000 in this $100,000 house. But you don't get the whole $75,000. Why? Because I still owe another bank $40,000. Come on, right? $40,000. So I got to pay off that loan. So now I paid off the other loan at $40,000, and I get cash in my pocket of $30,000. Now here's my question. How much money do you or did you spend in this house? How much money do you have in this house? What did you spend? The plan is to hope you don't default so they can get the house, right? How much money do you have in the house? You only have $500 into this house. My next question is, how much money do you have in your pocket? How much money do you have in your pocket? I now have $30,000 in my pocket. I went from $500 to $30,000 in my pocket. This ain't made up, guys. These are real numbers. This is how you flip your money. Compound interest is slow. This is how you flip your money. Now, this process is probably going to take you about a year. Why? Because I got to get you go to the auction. I got to get the deed. I got to get the refinance. Well, not the refi. I got to get the loan, the construction loan. Then I got to do the construction. Then I got to get the other loan to pay off the construction loan, right? We'll just say this 40,000, right? And then this one right here was 75,000. Then I have my cash, which leaves you $30,000. All right. Are y'all still following? You picking up what I'm putting down? So by the time you do all of this, it's about a year. But here's my question. If you can turn $500 into $30,000 cash, is it worth a year of your life? Hopefully, you guys are saying yes. Because this is where it just starts. Because now I have in this house, I now have, it really does look like a person now. Let me make this a square. It look like it's a person. All right. I have wow, that's horrible. Yeah, I skipped art in when I was younger, if you can't tell, right? So let's see, let's draw my sidewalk here. All right, now we'll just do it like this, right? And we're gonna put the person here. And he got some little people with them. I have tenants who pay me money for this house every month. So now watch this. I only got how much money do I have in the house? I got $500 in this house. So much money, that's how much money I spent. $500. But I got $30,000 in my pocket. And then I'm cash flowing, let's say another $300 a month. You're like, well, where did that come from? Well, let's do the math, right? If I got $100,000 up here, remember, if I got a $75,000 loan, in fact, this is going to be like $400 in this situation. $100,000 loan, guys, is going to cost you about $600 a month. That's going to cost you like $500 a month. Well, it'd still be about $300. You're right. I was right the first time because he's got taxes and insurance. So let's say your PITI, which is your principal, interest, tax, and insurance. Let's just say that that's my payment. That's my whole payment. Let's just say it's $700. All right. In this example, let's say the rent on this property is $1,000. Well, I take the $1,000 from him. I pay off the bank loan at $700. I then put $300 a month in my pocket. So not only did I take $500 and turn it into $30,000, I also turned it into another $3,600 a year. And we're still not done. Still not done. Because what am I going to do with this $30,000? I need somebody help me. I need somebody help me. What am I going to do with this $30,000? Somebody come on in here. Feel my help coming, right? I got $30,000 in my pocket. What am I going to do with this $30,000? Somebody help me. I am going back to the tax lien sale. Before, I only had $500. Now I got $30,000. How many houses can I buy now? I see you, Ava. Buy more properties, right? How many properties can I buy now? I need y'all to start doing this math with me. I done my first rehab loan. I done my first construction loan. I know the process. I know what to do. Now, how I'm going back to this auction. How many properties can I go get now? I know what I'm doing. Right? Let's just say you went back and say, you know what, this $30,000, I'm going to go back to the auction. I'm going to get 3 more properties. But this time, you say you paid. Now, here's my question. Let's say you paid $2,000 a piece for them. Because now you, all right, so you times 3, it's $6,000. Here's my question. I need you guys to pay attention to this very carefully. I'm going to tell you up front. It is not a trick question, but if you don't think about it, it's going to be a trick question. This $6,000, this 3 right here, how much money do you have in these 3 properties? I need you guys to answer this question because I'm not going to move forward. And I understand there's a delay, but I need to make sure you're picking up what I'm putting down. I need to make sure that you guys are catching this. How much money do I have in these 3 properties? I bought them for $2,000 each. I paid $6,000 for these property. How much money do I have in these properties? Ava said $4,500. Shantae said $1,500. Come on, you guys. How much money do I have in these 3 properties? How much came out of my pocket? I'm waiting. Somebody come on. Somebody got to get this. Ava said $6,500. I was thinking 5. Shantae, you are absolutely correct. Shantae said, I was thinking they was $500. Trent said $6,000. No, Facebook user said $6,000. Somebody else said $565. It's $500. Why? Because this $6,000 came from the bank. It's the bank's money. It ain't my money. The only money I got started with was this $500 up here. Where's it at? This is my money here. The bank gave me this $30,000. The bank gave me this. It ain't my money. I'm playing with the bank's money now. I started all this with $500. I had to stop there to see you guys. I need you to process this. I need you guys to get it. I started with $500. I was able to pull out $30,000 of the bank's money. The tenant is now going to pay off the loan on it. I'm still cash flowing at least $300. And now I got this $30,000 going back to the auction. Where'd I get the $30,000 from? From the bank. It ain't my money. I started all of this with $500. But now watch this. Same scenario. We got the same scenario. But now I got the first property. And it's worth $100,000, right? And I got $30,000 in my pocket, and it cash flows $300. But now I got the second, the third, and the fourth, and it's going to be worth $100,000 at least. It's going to be worth at least $100,000. Follow me, but let's say we did the same thing on each one of these. Now, you guys, these are just hypothetical situations. You guys know it's not going to happen that way. But how much money do I now have in my pocket? This is pocket. This is cash flow. How much money do you now have in your pocket? Well, we know 3 times 4 is 12. You now have $120,000 in your pocket. It took you 2 years, but you got $120,000 in your pocket. Oh, I see, said the blind man, right? Now I got $120,000 in my pocket. Here's my question to you, and I mean this. I mean this with everything in me, and I need you guys to answer this question, right? Um, how long will it take you to save $120,000 right now? Did you think about it? If you had to save right now $120,000, how long would it take you to do it? I just showed you how to do it, starting with $500 and do it in 2 years. I need you guys to be picking up what I'm putting down. If you guys are not going to come, I'm going to be showing you how to go to this auction. And absolutely. Now, this auction, guys, is in a city called Gearing In. I just showed you guys. Now, if that was fire, right? If that was fire, I need you guys to pat me on the back, show me some love in the chat. What I just showed you, how to turn $500 into $120,000 in 2 years live on a chart, and how I've been doing it. If that was fire, let me see some love in the chat, you guys. Share this thing out. Let me see some hearts, all that kind of stuff. This is usually what I do with my mentees. Now, here's the difference. My mentees, I walk them through this process. Like, I just showed you what to do. And hopefully you guys can do it on your own. But I walk them through this process. Oh, by the way, I'll just do it this way. By the way, you now have $400,000 in properties. This is crazy. You got $120,000 in the bank, and you got $400,000 in properties. Crazy. Crazy. That's the power of what we're doing. So now, what I want to do, guys, is I want to show you one more thing, and then we're going to get up out of here. We'll come back tomorrow, you guys, but I need you guys to go right now. If you guys have not, I need you guys to go to befreeuniversity.com, befreeuniversity.com, and go register for the house party. Because the way you buy the $500 house and how you buy the $500 house is in what's going on, Teleferro, man. Man, I hope you just seen what I just put down. I just showed everybody how to take $500 turn into $120,000 in 2 years. Like, no playing, no messing around, real content, showed it live. Guys, go to it's free. I'm not selling anything here today. Well, I'm about to show you something I'm about to sell, but that's different. All right. All right. If y'all don't know, let's see here. Can y'all see that? All right. Let me go ahead and see if I can go ahead and get this right. All right. Y'all, I got 7 books I've actually written. You only see 6 up there because the 7th one is right here. I was actually 7 books right here, all on tax lien and deed investing, guys. I'm by far one of the most supreme experts in the world in tax lien and deed investing. My students have done it over 300. I'm not talking about 3,000 liens. They bought 3,000 houses. I bought over 150 houses. God has been good. God has blessed me over and over and over and over again. And I'm telling you that it's one thing to have faith. It's another thing to have works. You need both. Inspiration without application leaves nothing. Faith without works is nothing. So we go to church and we get our inspiration, but guys, you got to get some application on how to do it. God said the land is yours, the wealth is yours, the abundance is yours. The wealth of the wicked is what? Laid up for the righteous. Well, how do I get the wealth from the wicked? I got to go get it. Stop being lazy. All right, so here's a scenario, right? I want you guys to take this out. All right, I need you. Let's put it this way. All right, you get a phone call. You, your brothers, your sisters, your uncles, aunties, your cousins, all get a phone call, and the phone call is something like this. Hello, yeah, some men up the street just came down here and robbed grandmama. And then they went in the house And they done took the TVs, they done took the couches, they done took the computers, they done took the cell phones, they done took everything out of grandma's house, and I need you guys to get over here. Here's the question. How long does it take for the family to get to grandma's house? Right? Just follow me. Just follow me. Follow me. It probably won't take you guys long to get to grandma's house. Once you get there, the uncles, the male cousins, and probably some of the females too, right, are going to be like, where they at? And you can say they live right there. They're right there. What's about to happen? You about to go get your stuff. You done took the stuff from my grandmama's. I'm going back to get grandmama's stuff. Here's my question. If God has told you that the wicked got your stuff, why won't you go get it back? The wealth of the wicked is laid up for you. Go get it. I'm showing you how. I'm giving you the application as well as the inspiration. Go get your stuff. That's it. All right. So let me just do this right quick. Let me show you guys some other things right quick, and then we're gonna get up out of here. All right, let's go. Y'all ready? Woo! Y'all didn't believe me. Let me just do this right quick. I'll be right back.
How would you like to own this home for $500 with no mortgage? I'm talking about you bought it for $500 and you have no monthly payments ever. Or how about this property for just $300, no matter your credit history, and even if you have no real estate experience? Or how about this one here for $1,600, where you can own this property debt-free no matter what your background is? And I purchased each one of these properties using the Pennies to Properties Real Estate Success System.
Don't wait. Limited copies available at this special price.
The great thing is there are no...
It changed my life drastically because I went from homeless to owning 4 properties. I'm so grateful for this experience. I bought my first property for about $2,000. Right after that, I bought another property for $1,100. My next property was about $500, and the next one was about $1,300. Most people pay that in rent.
Act now to start building your real estate empire with the Pennies to Property Real Estate System.
My name is Talisa. I am a single mom. I'm from Toledo, Ohio. With his guidance, I was able to acquire 3 properties, one of them being a duplex, which is already occupied. All these properties I acquired for $500.
Act now to start building your real estate empire with the Pennies to Property Real Estate System.
One more.
I literally was just laying in my bed, scrolling through Facebook, and stumbled upon the advertisement to learn more about tax lien properties. And I watched a video with George actually being able to purchase properties at $500. And I was like, hey, wait, no way, this can't be possible. I was actually able to register for the tax lien sale, and I was able to obtain 4 parcels. I won all of the bids, including being able to win the bid for a property that was $500. So great success there. And I can't believe it. Even my friends and family can't believe I am cybersecurity world today and tomorrow. I own 4 tax lien properties off the tax lien sale by executing the same exact information.
Act now to start building your real estate empire with the Pennies to Property Real Estate System.
All I'm telling y'all is go to pennies2property.com, you guys. All 7 books. It's over 700 pages for $19.99. You guys go on Amazon right now. I promise you. Go on Amazon right now and get all these books for $329. Everything that I'm teaching you, everything I'm showing you is in these 7 books. They're in there. Everything I just showed you. How to do it, when to do it, where to do it, all that kind of stuff. All 7 books. It is a real estate system. And you can get it for $19.99. Or you can go on Amazon and get it for $329. Don't make a difference. But go to pennies2property.com and go register. Get your books, you guys. Get your library. Learn how to do this. It has changed my life. But more than that, I also want you to go to BeFreeUniversity.com. /house party and go join for free. And let me show you how to register for this tax sale. That's going to be in April of this year. But you have to register, I think, by the 9th of February. So we got about 10 days to get you registered. On Thursday, February 1st, I'm going to have what we call a house party. Now, back in the day, our house party was like, oh, don't stop, get it, right? But we're not doing that today. Today, this house party is about me showing you how to go get this house. I just told you what to do. Come to the house party and let me show you how to do it. And it's free. All right. So with that being said, you guys, I love you guys with the love of Christ. I will see you guys later. I'll be back in the morning doing Kingdom Keys. That's where we give you the inspiration. I come back in the evenings, give you Cash Flow Chronicles. That's where we give you the application, and inspiration plus application brings God's manifestation. And so, guys, you need both of them. Kingdom Keys in the morning at 7 o'clock Central Standard Time, 8 o'clock Eastern. And then it's Kingdom Keys in the morning and then Cash Flow Chronicles in the evening at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. Inspiration, application, God's manifestation. We're showing you how to go get your wealth. Somebody say, give me my money. All right. That's what I'm talking about. I love you guys. Love of Christ. I'll see you guys a little later, and I'll see you guys later. All right. Thank you, Ava.